Back to it. This is where I was last time. I'm gonna end up using up a break token. Man, I'm recording this late though because it's like the reason why I'm recording this late was because I got distracted. You can see what I'm doing for a certain stream that already happened. This is where I'm meant to be. So yeah, I have 2 break tokens, and I'm gonna end up using one if I have the proper roll for it. Hoping that I heal half. 2. Crap, I'm showing off another enemy. It's 1 die, I remembered. I just gotta hope that I don't encounter the shrubs again, because that took a really long time last time. I prefer Darklings, if anything. It's probably the only one I haven't shown yet. 5. What is that? Midlight. Yay. I'm not gonna show the enemies off. I'm just gonna probably cut this. Tails! My word, I haven't gotten heads for Bowser yet. 1. Thank goodness. Using a break token. Flipping a coin. Let's see what I get. Tails. That was what I was hoping for. So I heal. It is by half, right? Let alone I'm gonna say this. Oh. Oh yeah. Hard is flipping 2 coins. Yeah. Only by half. Yay. 1 again. 3. Showing off another enemy. Rolling a die, but I don't land on a 3 or a 6. Crap! This is gonna take forever! I honestly forgot that I don't battle against enemies 3 times. Darn it. That changes things. Never mind about me battling against the enemies. I'm gonna count this as me not battling the enemies. Actually, nah, I'm still gonna count it. Well, no, I'm gonna not battle an enemy here. Now I'm battling an enemy. So if it's the shrubs again, then I won't. Then I'll stop this recording. That's why I'm not on docks. It's not. Instead, it's. I think it was those Darklings. But yet again, not showing them. Get 4 star points and 10 coins each. Flipping a coin. Oh, that's what took me a long time. Heads this time. That's actually a good thing. Because last time I battled 7 of them. That's what took me so long last time. Basic attack. For everyone. Boy, do I hope I don't get a 1. Luigi is dependent. I'll use jump or hammer depending on what I get for a roll. Jump. Because if I don't get heads here, it's dealing no damage. No damage. Do I roll a 1 or do I finally battle the freaking boss already? I finally battled the freaking boss already. I bet this boss battle is gonna take way shorter than this has taken me. Because the boss is Fawful and Mid-Bus. First thing I'm doing is Cat Dive. I'm aiming for Dark Mid-Bus. I almost said Mid-Bus, but Dark Mid-Bus. 7. Oops. I'm not counting that because I didn't even start rolling those 3. 10. So 17 goes to defense. Luigi, I'm using his ultimate move, Tanuki Impact. 8 FP cost. Then it was 6 dice. 2 doubles is 3 times. 3 doubles is 5 times. That's a good start. 1 set of doubles. 2 set of doubles means triple damage. No doubles. Oh. 12 or lower? I thought it was... Huh. Well. Then Bowser, I'm using Fire Breath. No, actually, for Bowser's turn, I am going to just use Slash. Aiming for Fawful if I get tails, Dark Midbus if I get heads. Well, dang it. This will be one of those reroll token moments. And I only have 1 left. Because 4 is awful. That's better. 13. If I get double, I'm aiming for Midbus. Dark one. You know. Tails. For Mario, doing Mario first. No, I'm doing Bowser first. Fawful's attack was 5. 1 damage for Bowser. Heads for Mario. Using a golden leaf on Mario's turn. This was 8 dice. I'm gonna count it as 11. I think it was 12 before, but whatever. 3. 12, 24. Luigi, I'm using the green Cyclone. If I get a double, it disregards the coin flip. 9. Then I flip a coin 3 times to see how many heads I get. 1 heads. 2 heads. Good grief. Just 2 heads. That's a lot. Triple damage. Good grief. So, I'm not having that damage to both of them. It's meant to only damage 1. In an eventual future, I'm gonna try to make an attack that attacks multiple enemies, decreasing in damage as they go. So, 3 times 9 is 27. Doesn't go through defense. Yes, I'm aiming for Dark Midbus here. So, 24. 109. Bowser, I'm using Slash again for Fawful. Or Dark Midbus, depending on what I get. Gotta have Fawful retreat after this. 11. So if I get a double damager, which I don't, then that would have been aimed at Dark Midbus. Heads for Mario. Heads for Bowser. Now for Mario's turn, I'm gonna use his ultimate move. Trying to see what it was again. Because I did get it in here. Starman. Starman Strike is what I remembered it being. And it costs 10 FP. 8. $17. $24.29. Doesn't go through defense, I remembered. Oh, and then 3 doubles, but I didn't get 3 doubles, I remember. I got 1, 2, just 2 doubles. So 26 damage. Luigi, I'm gonna end up having to use a basic attack here. Tails. Then for Bowser, I'm using Fire Breath. This was what I was saving it up for. $11. It did no damage against Dark Midbus. But now Fawful fled. It's just Dark Midbus left. Tails, so that did a whole 7 damage to Bowser. Now the real battle begins. Mario, I'm using a golden leaf for Luigi. So 31. Then Bowser, I'm using... No, Luigi, because I had Luigi recover for that one. I think I'm gonna use Thunder anyway. I think I recovered enough turns for another Tanuki impact. $9. Wait, it was half or lower. Never mind. It was Tails anyway. So 6 damage. 12. Can I get heads at long last? Yes, I finally can. Goes through defense, 22 damage. Heads, thank goodness. I'm gonna risk and not heal Luigi this turn. For Mario's turn, I'm using Cat Dive. That's not a good start. 4. $13. Luigi, instead of using his ultimate move, I'm gonna have him use Super Jump. Counting it, it's a 3. Crap! Darn it. 11. Does he take the recoil damage? Yes. So now he has 5 HP left. So it was 11. Does 8 damage. I'm pretty sure that was it. And then Bowser, I'm using Slash. Nine. Nope, that's 7. Oh, what the heck is my math? Heads. So it does 14 damage. Heads. I was actually expecting tails there. Mario, I'm having him use Super Hammer. Counting it, got 18. Luigi, as a finishing move, I'm going to have him use Thunder.
942. Star points is now 30, and the level is now 13. Because I remember there was 40 star points and 150 coins, no items. Am I wrong? I am right. So now, level 13. Just a golden leaf as a reward that makes up for the one that I used up. Let alone doing this, because I'm very sure that I no longer have any more extras. 3, 12, 14, 17, 19, yeah, I'm right. HP plus 5, so now everyone has 80 HP. Making sure I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's 75. That's gonna do it for this one. And I am gonna record a 2-for-1 for the next part. So, the next part, I'm very sure this will be a next part because I have no idea how long this actually took. Because I had predicted that it was gonna take 5 parts. It might not even take 5, it might even take 6 parts because of how long that boss fight took. Goodness, I thought that boss fight was gonna take shorter than that. Instead, it just was different. So, see you guys in the next part of the dice trial where I continue from the boss battle. And the next boss will be Dark Fuffle. But now, actually, I'm going to show this off too. Everyone but Mario got a new attack. And it's their final moves. For Luigi, it's the Green Thunder. Oh, unlocked in the final battle, never mind. Was it Mario then? Yeah. Red Star. The final move that can be learned by Mario. An ultimate move. Roll 10 dice. On easy difficulty. On easy difficulty, if you get a 10Z in 5 tries or less, you deal triple damage. 3 chances on normal, but none on hard or nightmare. Up to 50 if it's 2s or 1s. Costs 15 FP, but with the cost of not using it again for 5 turns. It is for sure an ultimate move. And then Bowser got a new move, which is, I'm believing he has a new move. I want to see this actually. Unlike the first boss, yeah, he gets 2 new attacks. Spiny Roll, after the first boss of Chapter 7. Roll 3 dice, then flip 2 coins. Add the damage obtained from the attack with the amount of heads. So Spiny Roll, which I'm going to just say SR. And then the other move, Mecha Rise. Also unlocked after the first boss of Chapter 7. An ultimate move. Bowser Jr. joins the fray only to throw 5 Mecha Koopas at an enemy. Roll a die, then flip a coin. Repeatable up to 5 times. If you get heads, then if the roll is 3 or lower, the damage is tripled. 4 or higher, then it's just doubled. Seems like Mario's the only one that doesn't learn a final move in the final battle. That was what I preferred. I preferred Luigi and Bowser getting the spotlight for the last ones. And yeah, it's gonna be crazy for the showtime part.
This is only gonna be recorded for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna see how far I get in that much time. I am gonna use a lucky token if need be. for sure because I only have 3 of them. We have leveled up last time to level 13. I have a feeling that by the end of this we're going to be like level 16 if anything. We got new enemies, something I wanted to show on this part because I didn't show on the last one. No shops this time, so we're not going to get coins for one thing. So new enemies are Dark Babam, second of 3, 1 or 4 on a die, invincible. Attack is 10, 12 for Bowser. 12 for Bowser meaning it goes to defense, unless you block. So that's where they went, but the dark form seems to be the most lethal. Luckily it won't encounter them that if you battle the lucky space enemy. 2 star points and 3 coins each. Flip a coin, heads you fight 3, tails you fight 6. Another risky encounter. Dark Bullet Bill, second of 3. HP is 20, attack is 6. Roll a 2 or a 6 on a die. Defense is 4. These purple bullets pack quite a punch, and if they pull it off when they have low HP, they deal 10 damage that goes to defense, exploding afterward. Blocking won't save you when that happens. You always battle 5 of them. You get 4 star points and 6 coins each. Dark Bonsai Bill Cannon, second of 3, 3 or 5 on a die. HP is 35, attack is 10, defense takes half damage. Purple cannons that shoot out dark bonsai bills, exploding and dealing that much damage to everyone. Despite its HP, it's tough and invincible against fire and ice. You always battle 2 of them. You get 8 star points and 30 coins each. And then, lucky second segment, Dark King Babam. HP is 200, attack is 10, defense is 4. Every attack this king uses, it throws Babams. Sometimes, which happens every once in 3 turns, he will throw a gold Babam that will deal 16 damage. You get 49 points and 490 coins. You also get, if you don't have all of them already, a reroll token. Once defeated, the encounters of the Dark Babams changes to Darklings, but this time you always battle 6 of them. Which you learned from last time is quite a nightmare. The second boss will be gone over when I get there.
This seems fitting for the second part of what's going on. It's only dependent on how well it goes, how well the theme goes, really. I'm very sure it won't really affect too much. So, yeah, I'm using the lucky token if need be. I got 4, so right away I'm showing off an enemy. Rolling another die, seeing what I get. 3. So, the enemy that I battle against, it is a 3. Gosh darn it, it's a Dark Bonsai Bill Cannon. This is gonna take a while. I didn't think I was gonna battle these guys first. Mario, I'm using Cat Dive to go through the defenses already. So I got 23. A really decent start. So Luigi got the ultimate move, but I'm not using it yet. I'm gonna instead use Cyclone, the green Cyclone. 8. Tails. It's not over yet. Tails! Heads. I was gonna be aggravated. So I can't use Fire Breath, but I can use the new move. 16. It actually does just 8 damage. What I'm gonna use here is, I'm not using the ultimate move, but I am gonna use the Spiny Roll. Costs 7 SP. Five. 2 dice plus 2 coins. Damage added for each heads. Tails. Heads. And yeah, it's multi. Well, no, it's not multi-targeted. It's just 1. So 10. Equates to 5. I should have knocked out the 1, but I aimed for the right one. This you can block. The Dark Bullet Bills you cannot. Tails. That was for Bowser. Tails for Mario. Mario, I'm not using Cat Dive this time, and instead I'm using Super Hammer. 21, equating to 11 damage. Luigi, I'm using Super Jump. I was depending on that. 14. Dealing 7 damage. Then Bowser, I'm using Slash. Just to try to go through its defenses and be done with the battle. What I got was 12. If he deals double damage, then that's it. Nope. Instead it deals 7 damage. Nope, it deals 6. Well, that went somewhere, and I don't know where. I don't know how it landed here. Ended up being heads, I'm gonna count it. Mario's turn, I'm gonna use just a basic attack. Six. So it deals 3 damage. Luigi, I'm using Thunder. Seven. No, it was 8. Then Bowser, I'm using Slash. 6. So if I get heads, then it's over. If I get tails, it only does 3. I got tails. I got nope, I got heads. 3 damage. Great. 11, it's over. At long last. 8 star points and 30 coins. Maximum coins. Star points is 16. Really shows how OP I am when it comes to coins. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my word, again? I actually managed to land on the lucky space without using a token. I remember the HP, but I don't remember attacks. Dark King Babam. This is what I was going to show. Or no, it wasn't that, it was the boss. It says his attack is 10, 16 at every third turn. Defense was 4. And since I can't get the coins, how many star points would it be? 49, right. You also get, if you don't have them all, yeah. No other items. Okay. Let's see how interesting this gets. First, I'm using Mario's ultimate move. Because why the heck not? And then it is 10. I always forget about the other thing though. Oh yeah, it's a 10Z thing. So I'm literally going to roll the 10 dice, giving myself 3 attempts. So yeah, I'm rolling these 10. I'm gonna show you what I got most of, which is a big doozy because I actually got a tie of 2 numbers that I got most of. Also, just checking if I rolled 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah. I got 2 3s and 2 6s. I'm gonna do this then. Man, if I got 10 6s, though, that's gonna be insane. Remember, it deals triple damage. 50 if it's all ones. Well, I don't think I'm going to get 10 sixes in this short turn, and I'm actually going to roll 3 dice each to see what I get. Nope. I don't. Figures. No sixes for the rest of it. So, adding 24 to this. 7, 9, 16, 40. Imagine the Mario movie thing there. 36. Not too bad for an ultimate move. 16. 184. Luigi, I'm using his ultimate move. Not the green cyclone. Tanuki impact. Gotta double check Tanuki impact. Yeah, it is 12 or lower for that one. But I didn't get 12 or lower. I instead got 15 plus 12, 27. So 23. And then Bowser as well, I'm using his ultimate move. Mecha. It's called Mecha Rise. One die per flip. 3. Tails, so I don't get the triple. Or, yeah, it was triple. 6. Tails again. 5. That fell somewhere. Found it. It's heads. That's actually a good thing, and I'm counting it. So far, just gonna state it here to remember it. It is 19. Five again. Heads again. One more. 6. Tails. So it dealt 35 damage. But that minus 4 is 31. Heads, so it dealt 3 damage. Now for Mario's turn, I'm using Super Hammer. Three, that's not a good start. I was hoping for that super jump. Yeah, super jump would have been fitting for this one. 3 damage. Now watch, I'm gonna get a high roll for this one. Indeed I do. Luck was reversed. Tails, gosh darn it. That was what I was hoping I wouldn't get. Bowser, I'm using... Let's just have him use Slash at this turn, just to try to get the double damage on it. $16, which is a good start, but if I don't get a double, that only does 12. Where did that land? I thought it landed near the controller. Heads. Mario, I'm using the golden leaf. 22. It's better to not risk the 4 dice and just use 3 dice per turn. Even though this upcoming turn is gonna do 16 damage. Crap. That's half or lower. Tails. So dealt 3 damage. Bowser, I'm using Spiny Roll. 11. If I got 2 heads here, that's gonna be a lot. Tails. Go figure. Heads. Heads. That's a lucky coin flip. It only dealt 4 damage when it would have otherwise dealt 8. Mario, I'm not using a golden leaf. I'm just gonna use cat dive. Oh my word. And no, I'm not gonna re-roll the 1. I'm not gonna cheat. 17. Luigi, I'm using thunder. 9. That's half or lower. Man, why am I not getting heads for thunder? Bowser, I'm actually not going to use a special move and use Slash again. Gosh darn it! Look at my low rolls all of a sudden. And watch, it's going to be Tails. Or listen, and you'll hear it's Tails. Yep, Tails. Heads. Mario, I'm gonna use cat dive again, because why the heck not? 19. I said 19, so that's meant to be this. Luigi, I'm using a normal attack jump. Well, that's not a good start. Heads. So dealt 4 damage. It's not quite the turn yet for Bowser to use the ultimate move. So instead I'm using Spiny Roll again. Actually, yeah, Spiny Roll. 6. This is where I hope to get 2 heads. But of course I start with Tails. First 2 Tails. That only deals 2 damage because of that. Man, if I did the spiny shell instead, or shell shock, that would have dealt the whole 6 damage. That would have been so much better than what I just tried. Heads. So now for Mario's turn, I'm actually going to use Super Hammer. 8. So 15 deals 11 damage. Let's jump for Luigi. Actually, no. This time I'm going to use a golden jar. Using it for himself. Best case scenario, getting an 18 or 15. Nah, 16 or higher. But of course, that doesn't happen. I get an 8. Tails. I think this is 6 turns. I don't remember. I'm gonna state that it is 6 turns. It's Tails, so Bowser gets dealt 8 damage. Basic attack from Mario does 5 damage. Luigi, I'm using not Tanuki Impact, but I am gonna use Green Cyclone. 5. Really? Oh my word, no way. I got 3 tails. Ah, that's the worst thing. I only dealt 1 damage. Good grief, look at this awful roll. I only have 1 reroll left. I don't want to use it here. Yay, freaking heads on the worst case scenario. Heads. Basic attacks again. I am gonna use a special attack for Luigi's turn. And yes, I'm using Green Cyclone again to make up for the loss from before. 8. Tails. Heads. Well, this is bad. Because that only dealt double damage. Bowser, I'm using Shell Shock. It's a risky thing. 7. It's over.
Ah! When you're cut from here, this is probably the end of the video. By assumption, it might as well be. Because good grief, that took a long time. 49 star points. Which means that equates to 95 in total. I recorded that for 40 minutes. But this might as well have been just because I showed an enemy and a lucky boss, so I'm very sure this was recorded. Very sure this was a whole part that was just recorded, is what I meant to say. And I'm about halfway there already. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, and the fact that I only have basically now just 1 enemy to show off, the Dark Bob-ombs don't have to be shown off, I might be able to level up again. And good grief, I really hope that would be the case, and let alone hoping that the next battle that ends up happening would end up being the Bonsai Bill Cannons again, so that the level up would be for certain, even though it doesn't matter, because Bonsai Bill is like the enemies. It doesn't even matter, really. The Darklings usually would give, and it's 6 of them this time, 28 star points. No, that's 7, 24 star points. And then the only enemy I didn't show off was the Dark Bullet Bill. I'm actually going to flip a coin for that, heads being the Dark Bullet Bill and the tails being the Darklings. Because, of course, I do want to show off as many enemies as I can. Dark Bullet Bills, 4 star points and 6 coins each. Always 5 of them, and it's 20 star points, so that would lead to 15 star points here as well. The rest I'll just see what happens. So, I'm going to end it here, which confirms for sure that this is 6 parts and not 5. So, the next part of this chapter will be me going up to the boss, which the boss is Dark Fawful. I'm not going to show that off yet. I'm going to show that off when the battle is for certain. But the boss theme is not going to be what you expect. See you guys then.